Good morning, good morning, good morning. Shout out to everybody that is here. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. As you all know, I got to go back to work today. However, ain't no way that I'm about to go up in that bitch before I address this shit as I'm on the Stairmaster today. I'm looking through YouTube, and what do I see? Lo and behold, what do I see? Y'all hit the like button for me, subscribe if you are new. But Abba responding. Abba. Yo, when I say Abba, that reminds me of the Flintstones. Y'all remember the Flintstones? Yabba, dabba, do. It was like a song or something. I cannot stay focused. Anyway, so listen. So I'm like, Abba, come on now. I know he was going to respond. You know that, we catch up to this shit. Thanks for paying your bill, Tadisha. I appreciate you. Shout out to all the channel members. Good morning to y'all. Hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. I appreciate you, boo. So before I play this video that he did and just released an hour ago now, we saw, I think it was yesterday, where Stevie Knight is all butthurt and all, and I tagged him. Shout out to you, Stevie. I tried to tag Libby Child, send it to her. I can't, her name don't come up. That ain't my problem. I tag Alba and Preach. Child, because I'm gonna talk about all of them. And make sure you understand and know where it came from, okay? First of all, Abba, why you do this? Why you keep responding? Yo, it's a competition between Anton and Abba, dabba, do. And what Anton said. So Abba might be winning. We gotta make sure we do a versus between Anton and Abba. The A's been having some issues this 2026. The A's have been having some troubles this 2026, y'all, okay? So, we watched the Saint in the Center interview, Libby. We watched whatever that video was, that long-ass video that Stevie did yesterday or the day before yesterday. And we know that he has a personal axe to grind, right? This is personal for him, for whatever, whatever. This is personal. Stevie, whatever. You're biased, all right? Let's just be honest. Fresh and Fit, from what I understand, we saw the first video that the light-skinned Fit did. And, I don't know if he continues to talk about it. I don't care. I don't watch those people. And then other people obviously talking about this shit. But where I get lost at with all this, like I said in one of our other live streams, where are the damn babies? Where are the pictures of pregnant bellies? Where are these women with their rooms made up for the baby when they come? So y'all trying to tell me that Abba is so good, Abba Dabba Do is so good, and he's such a Mac, as Trent would say, that he gets every single woman to get a freaking Roe v. Wade. So y'all trying to tell me that Abba Dabba Do is such a Mac that he just gets all these biatches to get ABs. Now, it's seeming like this story about a low sperm count, if allegedly these pregnancies are true, of which I don't believe them. Let me be honest with you, okay? I don't believe it for 1 second. I don't give a damn how many pictures that they show of this, that, and the third, right? Anybody can get that shit off of Twitter. Shout out to Elon. Anybody can make up whatever they want. Shout out to Canva or ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever you use. You can create whatever you want. Shout out to my thumbnails. You can create whatever you want. but honestly, at the end of the day, I think wait. I think there's up to 4 women now allegedly who have gotten pregnant by ABBA. No one still has produced a child. Their own pregnancy photo. I don't want to see no shit from the internet. Let me just say, it's not my business from the perspective of I don't give a damn if he got 15 people pregnant, child. Shout out to Future and who the hell else? Future and who the hell else? Nick Cannon. You can get as many bitches pregnant as you want. I ain't got to take care of them bitches, right? Them crumb snatchers, those gremlins. I do not. This is all over a woman scorn. Can we be honest? This is all over a woman scorned. And as we have been watching TikTok for 4 going on 5 years now, and these biatches biatching, all of a suddenly now, people want to believe this one. Now all of a suddenly, everybody want to believe Libby, a person, a tether. Shout out to the tethers. So now all of a suddenly, tether tails matter. All right, fine. Let's say that tether tails matter, right? So if us, and I'm talking about the all of us here, the besties. If we sit up here and watch tonight's conversation and that foolishness and say that these people crazy, I'm trying to understand why nobody is calling this situation out of fucking control and crazy. And that she didn't bring this shit to the internet because she's a woman scorned. That's it. That is it. So biatches now all of a suddenly be telling the truth. So now all of a suddenly, everybody want to believe what Libby got to say. Most of the time she sound crazy. Libby, listen, I tried to tag you, and if you get to this, it is what it is. This is no different than any of them other biatches on TikTok bringing shit to the internet about their own personal shit, of which we can't do shit about. We really don't care at the end of the day. But child, y'all want us to talk about it for content purposes? I will talk about it for content purposes. Because clearly the A's have issues. And the only reason anybody is talking about it is because it's ABBA. Dabba do. Only because it's ABBA. Dabba do. Because if it was one of y'all, nobody would give a fuck. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. If it was anybody of them biatches from TikTok, any of they men, nobody would give a fuck. We would go over it to compile and say y'all crazy and move on. But there's people that got issue with ABBA at the end of the day. ABBA dabba do. Really what the problem is that they got their own issues with ABBA, a person that they probably at the end of the day ain't never met, a person who they probably never shook hands with, a person who probably has actually no impact on their life. Now, Stevie, shout out to Stevie Night Talk. I tagged him. He might have issue, okay? Got it. He might have issue. The dark fit, he might have issue. I got it. Yeah, I agree. Okay. After Abba Dabba Doo went after the dark fit about Daisy Tether. Oh, this is all Tether tales, y'all. This is all Tether tales. They got a issue because they're saying that he's a hypocritical based off of what he said. You're absolutely right. He is absolutely a hypocrite, meaning Abba Dabba Doo, with regard to what he said about the dark fit and what's going on now. Absolutely. Abba thinks he's on her moral high course, or he thinks he's this, he thinks he's that. All right, you're right. Now what? Now what? She's still crazy. She still sounds crazy. That little shit we watched the other day with all this compilation of no sound, insert this, insert that, insert this, insert that. Hold on, y'all, because of course I'm getting a call. Hey. What are you talking about? I just came from the gym. I am up. I'm actually live streaming, but I'm gonna make it. I get that. I haven't. How you know? I know it's not. It's not. Uh, All right, I'll call you later. Bye. I can't. Anyway, so she I forgot where I was. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just say she ain't no different than any other biatch that's upset with some man with what he personally did to her. And with that video, that's where I was at. With that video that was spliced together that made absolutely no sense whatsoever. I just don't understand how people are trying to take the shit this seriously. You all up in my comments, like I give a fuck, okay? Don't make me air you the fuck out, because y'all know I do it. I do it. You know I do it. Shout out to Gator, right? Abba absolutely is a hypocrite. Abso-fucking-lutely after he went after Dark Fit and Daisy. Absolutely. There you go. Absolutely. Libby look crazy coming out here airing out her business. Abso-fucking-lutely. You biatches need to learn how to handle shit with your relationships on your fucking own. And what happens now? All these other biatches is coming out to be able to say whatever they want. And those that have no fucking common sense and so fucking biased are just like, yeah, it's true. It's gotta be true. Why is it gotta be true? Just because some biatch said it? So 1 minute is believe all women and the next minute it's not believe all women. And then it just depends on who it is and you believe all women. But then back to we don't believe all women. With absolutely no proof except for some biatch that came out of the blue and said some shit. Now all of a sudden, y'all just want to believe what the fuck she says. Because she said it. Because it's somebody you can't stand. All right, fine, whatever. Anyway. Now, Abba Dabba Do want to make this damn video, child. Abba, I gotta be honest. I'm disappointed in you. I gotta be honest. I'm disappointed in you. Ain't no need to respond to this foolishness because I'm telling y'all. Ain't no baby been produced yet. Ain't no pregnancy been produced yet. Ain't nothing. Nothing. But he didn't got all. Child, the sperm clearly must be sperming. The sperm clearly must be sperming. And you ninjas, and yes, I'm I'm gonna be using that. I got a low sperm count. We don't have to use protection. Say I'm lying. No, don't say nothing. Some of y'all gonna try to use that. Oh, it worked for Abba. Look at this. Here goes another one. We gonna start. I gotta get that from Khaled. Another one. Because, child, by the end of the week, there'll be 5 people. I got pregnant by Abba, too. Child, where the baby at? I got an AB. Shout out to Abba. Shout out to Abba. Because clearly he possibly is going to be worse than Trump and Anton and you sassy straights, because he can get any woman in the world to get an AB. And then they sitting up there trying to be, oh my God, how he talk to me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh my God, how he talk to me? Bitch, shut the fuck up. Grow up. God, go, do these people work? Get a fucking job. Oh, I guess this is the job now. Is to be on YouTube every day to talk about, I'm ready to say Anton. Abba Dabba Do. Anyway, come on, child.
There's just so many details being added and things being mixed up. Okay, and we'll go through each thing one by one. Okay, you guys are going to watch this. I recommend turning over the screen because I do show a lot of the conversations via text, but I don't always read them out. 2025, August to January 2026. That's where Libby, Libertine, the Filipino, comes in. We meet in August. By October, we're in a relationship. We've also had conversations at this time about what would happen if she ended up pregnant. So in November, we find out she's pregnant. I tell her I want to keep the child. She tells me she wants to keep it, but she's unsure. From that point on for the next 2 months, she flip-flops between unsure and doesn't want to have the child. At no point does she really tell me she wants to keep it. Every attitude and everything or conversations are always, I don't know, or I don't want to. And obviously this is difficult on me because she changed her mind a lot. She scheduled multiple abortion appointments. I flew down to support her despite disagreeing with her. I was always going to support her through the abortion if she wanted to have one, even if I disagreed. Claim that Libby makes that during this relationship, I emotionally abused her. She references an incident that happened January 2nd. She tells a story. Personally, I think the only reason that she told this story so confidently is because she was not aware that I had recorded this incident.
And another comment about like girls being hot in Spain and just something like that. And
he was talking about how attractive other girls were in front of you?
Yeah, he was like, I went to...
Oh my God, Stevie, please stop this. He told you how attractive other girls were in front of you. Nigga, please. Seriously? 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 He told you about other good-looking girls in front of you. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, there's titties and booties every day. We see titties and booties every day. Second of all, I point out women to Mr. Messy. I point out women to him. I be like, there's a girl for you. That girl look like your mom. I mean, she be big as a house. Y'all know I point out the same women for him as I do for y'all. But sometimes there be some good looking women and we both be looking like, oh my God, or them boobs be boobing. The same shit I do with y'all is the same shit I do with him. If you if you are that fucking sensitive that you can't hear a man be a fucking man and be saying that that woman looks good or this woman looks good or this, that, and the third, you need not be in a relationship. That shows your immaturity. That's some shit that fucking 13 and 14-year-olds do. And that's an insult to 13 and 14-year-olds. That sounds crazy. He was talking about other women in front of you. It's not like he was like, child, last night I took that girl down. If you could only have been there. That's not what he said. Child.
Spain, and like Spain has the hottest people, and he was like, the women in Spain are like really hot. And we had talked about this before, and he said stuff like this, and then I get upset, and then I leave.
The men in the Caribbean are really hot. And child, it's so childish.
The house, and then I come back, but I do pack my things because I'm like, I'm gonna go somewhere else. But I do come back, and I was just like a little angry, so I went to the coffee shop next door. I do come back, and he gets so upset with me. We start fighting again.
What did you get upset with? He was at the coffee shop?
Because I left, yeah. And he got so upset, and I was trying to explain to him why I was upset, and he just wouldn't hear it. He didn't understand why I was upset or mad. Things would escalate. I'm trying to explain it to him. He's like, no, you left. You need to get out the house. And I'm trying to tell him, like, why don't you see why I left in the first place? And then it would rile up, and then I start crying. And then he does the whole mocking and yelling and screaming thing. And I know that's hard to imagine, but like, just refer to
it. It ain't hard for me to imagine after hearing I got that phone call. So
yeah, so the phone call is.
It ain't that hard for me to imagine because I heard that phone call. What fucking phone call? And guess what? Grow the fuck up. Get out of the relationship. Oh, no, that's crazy talk. You mean to tell me that if some man is allegedly doing something that you don't like and you don't appreciate, that don't set well with you, that's not the relationship that you like, get the fuck out of it. Did that happen? No. Like every other biatch that be up here trying to get empathy and sympathy. Well, she done found the right one. Stevie, seriously? She done found the right one. Whatever comes out of her mouth, he clearly is going to believe. Believe all women. Believe all women. Shout out to Secret Garden. Me too, Messy. I've been enjoying women visually with my man since we were kids. These people act like it's all weird. This is just bullshit. Feeding into her bullshit. This is all bullshit. And if she's that immature, then she shouldn't be in relationships. And do you think that this is endearing her to anyone who may want to be in a relationship? Good luck to this woman if they happen to be on the internet and they come across this. The game DBO, I apologize, boo. Thank you so much. This really should have been his first response. You saw it already? You saw this one already?
It's just like a preview to what I experienced a lot with him personally. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel safe. He would yell. He would scream.
Oh, and you experienced it and you kept going and then you broke up with him and then you called him back and then you broke up with him and then you called him back and then you said you wanted AB and you didn't? Because I would think if allegedly she's trying to say that he's abusive, allegedly, then maybe you should just walk away. Oh no, stay there like Jamel says. Just stay there, child. Don't even worry about it. But as you stay there and stay there and stay there and you finally ready to go, that's the worst time for people who have been abused. Oh, well, Jamel, then maybe we should tell women that the first sign and the first time, God forbid, somebody does something to you, that you should leave then. Oh no, don't tell that, child. Oh no, don't tell that. Okay. So this grown woman who knows how to get on the internet, this grown woman who has recorded everything. Does this not seem strange to people? This woman look at the background of the fucking computer. There's nothing on here except for that. Look down here at the bottom, y'all. This is a Mac, right? If you can see down, let me see if I can, you see my, okay. Look down here. Down here. All this is shit this is obsession, y'all. This is obsession. This, right, all these things down here are all open. And look at her background. Child, I don't see nothing about Microsoft Word. I don't see nothing about outside thing where you put your information in. I don't see iMovie. I don't see a calendar up. I don't see the App Store. All I care about, all my relatives, all I see is shit having to do with ABBA. Someone who has taken screenshots and labeled it, taking the time to label it, yeah. Taking the time to have dated the shit, yeah. And that sounds normal? That sounds like it makes sense? This sounds like another typical biatch, crazy ass, mad that some nigga don't want her no more. I'm sorry, not sorry. This sounds crazy. And the fact that there's like, oh, but Abba portrays himself. Okay, you got that. All right, yeah, you got that. You got that. Who goes to Abba for life lessons? No shade, Abba. We go there for fucking reaction videos. Shout out to a reaction channel. Shout out to me. Okay, shout out to reaction channels. Do you go there to get life advice from Abba, Dabba, Do? So y'all go to Abba, because yesterday Stevie had said, I don't know why he still has fans. Why would the fuck would we care about his personal life? We not fucking him. We're not fucking him. Why would we care? I don't give a fuck. Enough of these ninjas that's on up here. No shade. No shade. Enough of these ninjas up here that enough of us follow is doing similar shit to women and they just ain't talking about it on the internet. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. They just don't have, they just not talking about it on the internet, or they're scorned, upset women ain't on here talking about it. That's the only damn difference. So this Abba Dabba Do sit up here and got you to open up them legs, and he took all their pleasure. But what he didn't do, which is the similar thing that the rest of these bitches want, is be under your fucking control. Say I'm lying. Another biatch that could not control some man, and now the whole world now has to know. There's no different than the rest. It's just these people that got a personal issue with Abba Dabba Do now want to try to act like everybody is supposed to have issue with them. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck that you bitches sit up here and allow these MFers to run through y'all and say shit like, I got a low sperm count. We don't need to use condoms. If a ninja, or all of y'all, not even just a ninja, okay? All of y'all sassy straights will use whatever you can in order to get into some girl's pants, okay? I'm not saying you're deceitful. I'm not saying that you are or not, okay? I'm just saying the end of the day, the goal is to fuck, right? Listen, she ain't no different than the rest of them.
I was pregnant in Montreal. He kicked me out. I was pregnant. I had no signal.
Oh, let me rephrase. She's a little bit different because this is like obsession, in my opinion.
Outside, I was locked out the apartment in Canada weather.
The argument wasn't that big. She makes it sound like I was like, man, there's.
I mean, not to interrupt again. Hell, we ain't even heard no more from Meg. The fact that I got to give Meg credit, she came out and said what she said. She did go to TMZ. That's a biatch move. She did quit that show, even though people just assume, and we ain't heard from her since. So let me go ahead and give Meg credit. Ciao. This is where we at, that I got to give Meg Thee Stallion credit, okay? So let me give Meg credit, and then she's moving on allegedly with her life. This one, Lord help your people. Every day, interview here, interview there, interview everywhere. They talk about Abba Dabba Do. It ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing proven. And all the rest of these biatches, where are the kids? If ain't nobody proven with no baby, if ain't nobody proven with a pregnancy, And when they go into the 6-month appointment, the 7-month appointment, the 8-month appointment, and the every week appointment, once you get to the end, I don't believe in none of it. As a person who's had 2 babies, I don't believe in none of it until you show me a fucking baby. Or are we saying that Abba's the Mac? Maybe I need to change the thumbnail and say Abba is a Mac. Mac Daddy, Mac Daddy, Mac Daddy, Mac Daddy, okay? And put a nice 70s cap on his head and just title it Mac Daddy. In my opinion, the way I see it, you biatches is crazy. And the last thing y'all need to do is be in a relationship at all because you can't handle it. You don't know how to handle it. You don't understand when shit is over. You don't understand when shit is working out. You don't understand when something don't make sense. You don't understand when if something isn't good for you that you get to leave. You have free will to fucking leave. Nope. I'ma stay because you not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. Say I'm lying. I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. Live from New York, I appreciate you, member for 19 months. Shout out to you, boo. He said everybody has been a bad boyfriend or girlfriend once or twice in their life. Big whoop. Let's fight about it. Exactly. Excuse me. Exactly. This is no different. I don't hear anything that's like, oh my God, not a thing. Except for the fact that you fell for the, I got a low sperm count. I was just playing. Shout out to Night Jade. She says, watching the failure of the hashtag Me Too in real time. Me too. Ever since that mess started, believe all women. Child, this is tether tails any daggone way. Shout out to the tethers.
Fucking the women in Spain are so hot. And that's not what happened. We're just talking about how people are attractive in different places. You know, in some places you'll find the men are more attractive, in some places you'll find the women are more attractive. She got upset about that. I go to the room, a time goes by. I go outside, she's gone. I go look for her, can't find her. And then I realize she packed her bags and took it with her. So over a minor argument on the final day that we were spending time, after she's just traveled a good 9 hours to be here, over a minor argument, she packed her bags and she left. Was I upset? Absolutely. She claims that when she came back, I was upset because she left. I don't care you left. I think it's normal in arguments. You want to take a walk, take some space. Packing the bags for me was a bit far for me. She comes back. So now she's claiming I was screaming, I was yelling. I was verbally abusive, and then I kicked her out and I left her outside as a pregnant woman in the Montreal cold. And I said, freeze to death.
Him personally, it didn't feel right. It didn't feel safe. He would yell, he would scream. I was pregnant in Montreal. He kicked me out. He has his reasons for it. I was pregnant. I had no signal outside. I was locked out the apartment in Canada weather, and then it would rile up, and then I start crying. And then he does the whole and yelling and screaming thing. And
Did you try to book a hotel and it didn't work? Well, you clearly just go to get coffee. So what happened? You booked a hotel and your phone didn't work, so that's why you came back?
I didn't work down there.
Right. So she came back and she said, I'm like, where were you? And she's like, I only came back because I didn't have any cell service, but I wanted to book my own place. So not only did she just disappear like this, when she came back, she kept acting weird. And at this point, she starts talking about it doesn't feel safe. So me, a woman says anything like that, that's a wrap. You don't feel safe in my home? I'm not gonna keep you here. Especially you, a tiny woman, I'm a black dude, I ain't playing that shit. So I said, cool. So you might be seeing someone's reaction spliced into this. The reason why is that this person ended up interviewing Libby. At the time when you interviewed her, he had not seen my recording, but she had. So because you couldn't book a hotel with your phone, now you want to stay here?
Do you want me to go?
I do want you to go. Yeah, you were trying to book a hotel, now you're coming back pretending like you didn't want to go. So I don't need that shit. Leave. If you want to leave, leave. Absolutely, actually. Let me book it for you. You tripping. Shit, you saying this is...
Shout out to the world class. I was thinking the same thing. Now, I don't know that Stevie is red pill or not, or in the manosphere or whatever. I don't believe he is. But I'm telling you, I was thinking the same thing. Just like, wow. You know, I expect this from women. I'm a woman. Change your mind, change my mind, whatever. But for all these, we provide, we protect, we gotta lead, and all that other shit. Now all of a sudden, one tether, and now all of a sudden, and not a lot, but I have seen some that's like, oh, so now you believe in women? With no proof except for what she said. What she said, that's what she said. So she said, so that's what she said. So since she said it, then it must be true. Because y'all really got issue with Abba. And again, he is a hypocrite for sure. He is a hypocrite for sure. After what he did to Dark Fit and Daisy, more tethers. But y'all, at the end of the day, again, that's tether on tether violence. What? So fucking what? I find it amazing, right? Because I say, and correct me if I'm wrong, women decide who they have sex with. Outside of Grape and Essay, women decide who they have sex with. So y'all, these people decided to have sex with these people, right? Whatever happened. They don't get to be held accountable. I guess their frontal lobe wasn't developed enough. Or I don't know. But even after what happened when with Dark Fit, with that Daisy situation, I think Abba was saying the same thing about he don't know how those people could still continue to follow them. Child, even before all that, I'm just like, that's not for me. That channel is not for me, and just unsubscribe for it. I don't care who goes and follows those people. Who gives a fuck? Just like no one should care if people decide to continue to follow Abba and preach. Child, leave people alone. Everything is sounding, for the most part, along these political lines where if you don't do what I say, then there's something wrong with you. Fuck all of y'all, you heard? You do not. I'm so sick of motherfuckers thinking that they run people. You motherfuckers in the comments making your comments on everything and what I should do, you should kiss my ass, okay? And then for the rest of the people with whatever your feelings are with regard not only to fucking preach or Abba Dabba Do and what's going on with what went on with the Dark Fit or what happened with Anton and what Anton said, fuck y'all. You are your own person. Feel however the fuck you want to. That does not mean that the rest of us have to feel the same. Those motherfuckers ain't did shit to me. I ain't got no problem with none of them motherfuckers. You got a problem with me because I don't condemn them like you do? Fuck you. Unsubscribe, kiss my ass, block me. I don't give a fuck. You do not run me. You do not tell me what to do. You do not run any of these other people. You do not tell them what to do. And you all are getting your heads fucked the fuck up, just like these political people, thinking that you are the most important person in the world. You ain't but another motherfucking social security number in this here world and United States of America. Go straight to hell. I said that. I meant that. Control your fucking spawn, of which Abba don't have to worry about it because everybody's pregnant. Ain't nobody got no babies.
Yelling, keep in mind, I'm close to the mic and I had to boost the audio because her voice is so low. So you think this sounds loud? It's because I boosted it as much as I could so y'all could hear her.
Absolutely, actually. Let me book it for you. You tripping. Shit, you staying here just because you couldn't get cell service? Oh, hell no. So I'm going to book it for you. I'll pay for the Uber and everything. I'll make it super easy. Exactly. So now you don't need the cell service. I'm going to book it for you.
Let me know when the streaming
starts. You are tripping.
At one point, she starts to move to another room for no reason. Her shit's there in the living room. She moves to another room, okay? Stop yelling, Abba. Listen.
Well, I don't know what she's doing, but I don't know why she's with that. You're not doing that.
Girl, Lord help your people. Shout out to, hold on. Shout out to Night J, girl. Stevie Knight, seriously? Make masculinity great again. This is your merchandise shop. Humble these hoes. This is your merchandise shop. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Wow. Masculinist. I'm a masculinist. Child. You sassies, y'all are something else. I'm a masculinist. I don't know about that, sir. I don't know about that. Nice sweatshirt, though. Wow. Hoes are headaches, y'all. Hoes are headaches. Y'all. I just might gotta buy one of these, y'all. This is good. I like it. But the hypocrisy here, sir. What the fuck? Make masculinity great again. Oh, not when it comes to Abba Dabba Do. Abba Dabba Do. I tell you, Lord help your people. Humble these hoes. This is the one I want. Does it come in red? Humble these hoes. Ooh, it comes in pink. I don't like it on the pink. I might get the red one, yeah. Humble these hoes. Unless it has to do with Abba, Daba, Do, and then you can believe all hoes. You need to put that up, Stevie. Believe all hoes. There's an idea for you. Hoes are headaches. Oh no, I might get that one. I like that one. Maybe I'll get that one. Yeah. I like it. I like it. The all damn audacity. Shout out to the game. He said 100. Can't be a baby mama with no baby. Now it's believing all hoes, Jen.
I don't know what she's doing.
Sorry, I booked it. Let's go. You're not finished on this call, so. No. Hey, I booked it.
No. She said no.
No. Hey, I booked it. No. What do you mean no? You're gonna stay at my place? I already booked the hotel. Just cancel it. I'm not canceling it. You need to go. You want to leave? You leave. Hey, get out of here. You know, you go. I just want you to leave. I just want you gone. Why are you staying? You're wasting my time. That's it. That's a wrap, please. I already booked the hotel. You need to go. I never thought I'd kick you out of my house, but this happened. You're leaving 100%. You're never not staying in my house tonight.
Are you guys terrified yet?
We're not doing this back and forth on and off bullshit. I ain't doing that. Let's go. I didn't. I booked the hotel. You're leaving 100%. Okay, well, listen, don't even call the cops.
But, and don't forget, guys, I didn't have any obligation to. I booked her the hotel. I want to make sure she gets home safe. Her flight tomorrow is already set up. She has all the information. I booked the hotel in her name. I make sure everything is good for her. Because a woman tells me, no, I'm just saying this. If a woman ever ushers the word to you, I don't feel safe in their urine crib, they got to go. If they don't live in town, get in some accommodations, keep it safe. I don't play that shit. So when she said that goofy ass shit to me, I said, you got to go. Now, I was stern, but I never yelled. I never started screaming or mocking or whatever.
You're yelling now.
I'm not doing this lengthy argument. Please leave.
Please.
Go stay at the hotel. Go do your thing.
Okay, I will go.
Yes, thank you. Let's go.
1 sec.
Now, guys, remember this next part.
It didn't feel right. It didn't feel safe. She would yell. She would scream. I was pregnant in Montreal. He kicked me out. I was pregnant. I had no signal outside. I was locked out of the apartment in Canada weather. And then.
So I locked her out in Canada weather, left her to die. We're about to get her the Uber, so she goes to the hotel. Watch what happens.
Oh, my bad. I think I was muted because I'm trying to eat. I'm trying to do everything. I said, if I'm not able to, I asked Queen, can you send me the video if you didn't send it to me? And I said, I probably have to finish this later because I'm definitely streaming later because we ain't even halfway through it. And I do have to go to work. I got to go to work today. So I'm going to come back on at probably about 6:15 because I'm going to go to the gym later. And then we finish this and all this other stuff that we didn't get to yesterday. All right. I appreciate y'all for being here. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Figure it out. Leave me alone. I'll figure it out.
You need a hotel.
I have texted her the confirmation for the hotel. She has the PIN number. I sent it to her, but she's saying, no, I'm going to figure it out. But she already has information.
Right there. I'll send you the details.
My phone didn't work, so I don't. Whatever happens to me.
No, you chose this. No, you.
What happened? No, she's unhinged. What she
This
said?
is unhinged. This is actually unhinged, y'all. My phone doesn't work, so whatever happens to me, fine.
Yeah, because she wants him to be like, no, you can stay. Whatever happens to me, fine. It's more.
She's not getting in the Uber that he got for her.
Yep.
And she
Thank you. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to eat. I'm sorry. What he's saying, Themis, and the other person is absolutely right. She wants him to come and say, oh no, my God, trying to gain control, trying to get control, trying to say that you're going to do what I want you to do. You're not going to tell me, I'm going to tell you. It's the same shit over and over and over again. But the thing is that it's not going along with what you have over here on your channel, Stevie, or on your apparel shop. Humble these hoes our headache, and make masculinity great again. She's a firm believer, in my opinion, like the rest of these heifers, is that they don't want no masculinity. They want y'all to be under their feet and to be under control of them, period, point blank. That's what this shit is about. That's what this shit is about. It's another heifer who mad that some nigga don't want her. Tether time, but it's the same shit.
Not going to the hotel.
So the whole time you left your sofa in.
Of an incident so completely different from what happened in a way that like you are not trustworthy at all. That is deeply problematic.
And you handed him his reasoning. You handed him his reasoning for everything, for all this stuff.
But it means you were willing to lie. Mm-hmm. And like paint a picture of an incident so completely different from what happened in a way that like you are not trustworthy at all.
So every time I break up with her, she's always putting herself in danger, runs outside in the middle of winter with apparently no cell service and does a damsel in distress act. I'm just gonna get her the Uber to the hotel, which is under her name. She didn't want it.
I have never tried to commit suicide because he broke up with me.
So these are the text messages. This is the booking confirmation that I sent her. Here is her texting me after running outside like a goofball. And she goes, my phone is going to die. I don't have service. Then I'm like, come back to the building. I'll get you an Uber. I'm in the lobby. She's going, are you getting this? I can't call or text. I'm lost. I don't have navigation. My phone is dying. Where everything is a dire situation the moment I want to end things.
How can she not call and text when we see her right here texting? Girl. Child.
I don't have navigation. My phone is dying.
She's getting these texts. She's replying with everything but where she is or whether or not she's coming back. Okay? Mind you guys, keep in context. This is 7 p.m. downtown Montreal. There's stores everywhere. They said you haven't. So I called the hotel because she hasn't responded for hours now. I've called point times, looked everywhere. But you're refusing to let me help you. I hope you're safe. 2 hours later, she gets back to me. I'm not sure you will get this, but you just got my phone to turn on and this place is closing and someone here lent me their charger for a few minutes. I still have no battery, no service. You know I'm not dressed to walk around here and I've been out for, so now it's my fault.
Yes, it's your fault.
You guys know this doesn't make sense, right? When he offered her an Uber, he offered her a hotel. It doesn't make sense.
This whole time I've been asking for her location. She will blame me. She'll write these long messages about her distress state. It's never a location. It's been 5 hours. You've texted me you're lost 6 times, but haven't sent me an address or the name of the store you're at. And what does she text back? You knew this was going to happen.
He goes, okay, so you want to argue, not actually lost or in danger. That's my status. I'm not safe.
Manipulation. Manipulation.
Olivia, I know you're watching.
Olivia, hang it up.
You play it hard too much.
Hang it all the way up.
You saw how she told the story. I kicked her outside. I left her to die in the cold weather. I was yelling. None of it's real. The way a lot of this other stuff is real, but a lot of it's he said, she said. And because she's a pretty girl who talks calm and she recorded me on my lowest, she can make whatever narrative.
At the time when you interviewed her, he had not seen my recording, but she had.
I want to know if while you are in the house, he just says, get out, lock the door, whatever, kicks you out, and then it's like, oh, Uber and hotel after he felt bad. Or if he's like, please leave my house. I booked you an Uber and also a hotel. Please leave my house. Those two things are different. But the way you tell the story on Stevie, I'm going to play this again. It sounded like he kicked you out. And I don't think it is right to not include that he kicked me out and sent me to a hotel.
Okay, from what I remember, it is him walking me out of.
From how I remember it is. From how I remember it is. Oh, how you remember it. So her recordings matter, his don't. What she says matters, he doesn't. Same shit, different bitch, okay? Master says this is desperation. Excuse me, I told y'all I was eating. This is desperation. I'd never do all this for the box. All these recordings proves he didn't trust the situation, but he was still trying to get the cheeks. I don't think that that's true. I think you're reading this incorrectly. He already had them. Y'all are the ones that be saying, record if you need to, record if you need to. She the one that's coming back all the way up to Canada. She the one that's actually doing all this screenshotting, recording, labeling, and doing all that shit, which proves there's a problem, there's an issue, in my opinion. So one moment y'all are like, you should record. Now the next minute he's recording for cheeks. He already got him. The line, I have a low sperm count, was enough for these biatches to go ahead and F raw. I got a low sperm count. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. The reasons that they should still be protecting themselves as women who know so much, and so I'm assuming that others do the same thing and say the same things, is that they so smart, they know what's going on, they know how to handle shit. You not gonna tell me I am woman, hear me roar, all that bullshit. All a nigga gotta do is say I got a low sperm count. Here you go, boo. Nah, I think it's biatches who be out here, like I say, 55 million and one times. They know so much. Who would want, child, as I continue to watch this shit, because these bitches act like we don't see them. That's all in with the shit that they do and what they say. No self-control whatsoever, no discernment whatsoever, no common sense whatsoever. But because they women, they think that everybody's supposed to believe their bullshit. Even though they contradict themselves right on camera, go on to tonight's conversation and show and prove that they will settle, they do settle, and that they're going to do whatever it is for whoever it is for the person that they want. And that's what's going on here. That woman that we listened to the other day talking about the man told her while he living with his baby mom and child, will you waiting for me? I'm trying to get the one that said I'm trying to get my shit together. 3 years? 3 years? It's 1 year or 3 years. And she had to come to tonight's conversation for them to say, girl, don't do that. Nah, they settle. And they're going to go. When Trinidad says that they're going to do what, and even Kofa say that they're going to do whatever for who they like, that's what's going on here. It's exactly what's going on here. I don't know who don't want to be with who. I don't know who broke up with who. According to her, she broke up with him and then called him the next day. How much sense does that? Actually, hours later. Hours later. That's what I'm saying. Did you hear how she F's? I don't even think it's about going back and forth. Both of them don't need to be together. I agree with that. Both of them are toxic and toxic together. But once he was done, if you not picking up on that, once he was done after she broke up and couldn't decide if she wanted an AB or not want one, and then she calls him back three hours later, I think he was done after that. And now because she can't manipulate anymore, she's trying to besmirch his name like we give a fuck. Because we do, well, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying. And we on woman number 4, allegedly. And that's why I keep saying where the baby's at. And child, allegedly, but clearly, Abba, the low sperm count might be a line, y'all. It might be a line. I got a low sperm count. What does that have to do with you protecting yourself? Even if the nigga got a low sperm count, what the fuck does that have to do with you protecting yourself? Because you know there's other things besides pregnancy, right? These people act like the only thing there is pregnancy. So no one has come up and said that they got a STI or STD yet. If we on the woman number 4, these are only the 4 women that have come out, because clearly Abba is more of a Mac than some of y'all thought. Clearly Abba is more of a Mac than any of y'all thought. If we on alleged baby mama number 4 of Abba got me pregnant too, y'all, I'm about to put my hand in. Abba got me pregnant, y'all. Abba got me pregnant, y'all. Spread the word, all right?
The house and me walking out in rage because he was walking out, so I'm upset. So, because what my memory is could be different from like Abba's memory, but I don't remember having the hotel or the Uber. I remember leaving and not knowing where I was going.
And based on the information
is that like CGA? Is that what you're saying? Like CGA?
you have now, he did get you a hotel and an Uber.
I got that once I walked enough far away to get my own hotel, and then I was like texting him, trying to text him in between, but I couldn't because it was so spotty. So once I got to the hotel, it was like, oh, he got me a hotel and an Uber. When I get to the hotel, I start to see all of his messages, and by that point, I'm thinking he really kicked me out because I didn't see the messages.
Wait. Where did you end up going?
I ended up walking like 45 minutes away to a hotel.
And you booked your own hotel?
I did, yeah.
All right.
3 days later.
Absolutely, actually. Let me book it for you. You tripping. Shit, you can't get this. This is Miguel. Keep in mind, I'm close to the mic.
Okay, Libby girl. So Libby came up here and straight up lied to my face. Libby said Abba did not book her the hotel room. She didn't know Abba booked her the hotel room. Abba kicked her out in the cold, in the Montreal cold. Yeah. The way that the story was framed is that
you mean to tell me that Themis then pointed out where the hell it is that she lied? I mean, it's not really that hard. But I'm telling you, some of these people, some of these content creators are sitting up here talking about morals and the moral high ground and shit. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, please give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Like, if you wanted to fuck that nigga, okay? That's it, that's all. If you don't want to use a condom, then don't use one. If you got pregnant, good luck to you. People get pregnant every day, B. You want to get an AB, get an AB. Why do you bring this shit to the internet? And this time, allegedly, for a lot of these content creators, that's not weird anymore. Now this is not weird that another bitch then brought her personal information to the internet and that the person that she's talking about has something to say, so he's weird because he has something to say. He's weird for defending himself. Now, I personally don't think he needs to, but child, whatever. It's content for us. Child, so I'll cover it. But I promise you, I don't look for Abba and Preach, O'Shea, since I see T-Brew keep saying O'Shea, Anton, Stevie Knight, light skin and dark skin fit for my moral compass and direction. I promise you I don't, because I already got it. This is inner fucking tainment, and this is my work, my job, my extracurricular activity. Unless somebody does or says something to me personally, this is me speaking for me. Unless somebody does or says something to me personally, of which y'all have seen that happen, I don't give a fuck. Again, I understand how Stevie can feel some kind of way because I think Abba embarrassed him some time ago, which it is what it is. But for him to be the displayer of humble these hoes are headaches and make masculinity great again, but listening to this bitch and anything that she say and say that it's gospel, when she out here allowing somebody to say, I got a low sperm count, we ain't got to use condoms. I wish a motherfucker had ever done that shit. Oh, I got a low sperm count. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. In my opinion, this shows and proves that biatches ain't as strong as they try to act like they are and will fall for anything if it's a nigga that they want, tether or not.
He was yelling and abusive and kicked me out. But that's not true at all.
Nope.
Like, not even in the least bit.
No.
You know one thing that's interesting watching this back now? If you pay attention to his timestamps, she was texting me as if she was lost for 4 or 5 hours. But she admits in this interview that she found a hotel in 30 minutes.
Where did you end up going?
I ended up walking like 45 minutes away to a hotel.
So the whole...
Wow, interesting. But child, I assume that those that are worried about Abba's morals didn't hear all that. Because Libby is the best since... Child, I don't even know which bitch. She the best bitch since. Shout out to the tethers.
Time she was like, oh, I'm dying, I'm in danger, all this stuff. She was in a hotel room sipping Chardonnay, playing a damsel in distress.
Bitches never do that. What?
I'm stupid.
You want to know something? No one would have believed Abba.
See, I don't have time to be trying to connect all these dots. That's why I can just wait for them to do it. We got Themis and Abba Dabba Doo sitting up here connecting the dots. Because I don't have time. I don't have time. So I'll just wait for their videos. Nate J says, I knew when the HIV med prep came out, the STIs was going to skyrocket. Girl, they really just like, oh, I can just take prep. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's, you know.
This was not recorded.
Yeah, no.
Because I would not believe this. I would just be like, oh, please. Abba. Well, I would say, girl, please to Abba.
And that's the truth of this whole situation. Like, if I hadn't recorded this incident, no one would believe me about how it went down. The presumption of guilt is just on me, no matter what. And if I am not like neurotic enough,
the same shit that the red pill, manosphere, male content creators say, exactly what he just said. But all of a suddenly now, and I feel like you should look at each situation individually. Me personally, okay, not them bitches on TikTok, child. But like what Meg did, another bitch bringing shit to the internet about your fucking relationship. It's your relationship. It's your relationship. However it went, you participated in it, so that shit is on you. But lest we not act like that people do believe all women and that you, sassy straights, can get in trouble for it. But y'all want to ignore all that this time and believe everything that the tethered woman says because she's a woman. And then you don't want to believe Abba because of morality, because of what he said for dark fit, or whatever your reasons are. Now, all that logic from your red pill shit goes out the window. Got it.
To record every incident. And it doesn't matter how much he lies or how much he gets caught in 4K lying. People are still going to believe it because at the end of the day, that's just the way this dynamic works. So now all of this has happened January 2nd. January 9th is now the breakup. January 9th, that's the call where she hits me up. And you have to remember during this period, there were multiple suicide attempts on her end when I would try to end the relationship. And she'd do that often. So this is during one of her many attempts to like off herself. She says, I'm sorry for offing our baby. And I reply, you threatened to off yourself 5 times now. She goes, I'm offing our baby, remember? And I meant off the baby. I don't know. These are really hard to read.
Who talks like this? Yeah, I'm talking about as a woman because I'm a woman. Just say that I'm sitting up here talking to Mr. Messi. Yeah, you know what, child? I'm a kill the baby. Who talks like that? Who talks like that? That's weird to me. But she a tether, so maybe that's the difference. It would just be like, okay, I'm gonna get an abortion, or I'm gonna, terminate. That's typically what normal people say. She out here talking about I'm gonna kill the baby. It's for effect. Unless, unless that's how they do it wherever she come from. Let me grab it, y'all. This is a good pause. Shout out to Abba Dabba Do. Oh, I might make this. Oh, I could put this in, y'all. I'm going to put this in as an emote. And I'm going to call it Abba Dabba Do. All right. Shout out to Abba.
She writes, and then by the 24th, I would have offed the baby. She wrote, I'm going to off the baby, LOL. She quotes, I'm going to...
Yeah, I done already said it, but he's saying off the baby as opposed to saying kill.
To quote, do what I have to do and off the baby, low. And then off a child too, you're right. I'm going to off myself. And this is why I chose...
So I guess these people don't see these comments right here. These are her comments. And then by the 24th, I would have KILL the baby. I'm going to KILL the baby. Laugh out loud. I'm going to do what I have to do and KILL the baby, laugh out loud. And then KILLing a child too. You're right. I'm going to KILL myself. And this is who the fuck y'all putting your faith in 100% trust into? It's Abba's fault. It's Abba's fault. Of course it is. Of course. This is the same shit that y'all allegedly said that you don't particularly care for in life. Fuck that shit with dark fit. Fuck that shit with dark fit. Why are you not seeing what's going on right here? Oh, but Abba said. All right, but Abba said. What did he say? This heifer is crazy. His fault for dealing with her? Abso-fucking-lutely. After that first month they over there blocking each other, shit should have been done. But don't y'all say Crazy Box is the best box? Say I'm lying and y'all don't say that shit. And how many times I said that don't make sense, y'all? Why would you even put yourself in that situation? Y'all snicking it up every time I say it. But Crazy Box, Trinidad say it all the time. Yeah, I'm gonna keep calling him up. Enough of y'all have said it, including the RBN. Crazy Box be the best box. Crazy Box be the best. Well, there the fuck y'all go. Now y'all got condemnation for somebody that's doing did the exact same thing that y'all said that you would do. Y'all go on.
To not have the baby, I'm sorry, meant off the baby. She writes, hey, listen, you're going to be all right. Sorry you met me, and sorry for offing our baby. You're going to be all right. I don't know. She just does a lot. And she'll claim that's like, oh, no, she's just using it because it's my words. No, she would threaten to off herself. I'd have to call the cops.
This says, this is why I chose not to have the baby. I'm sorry. I meant KILL the baby. Yeah, put your faith and trust in here, into her. Let me see. Humble these hoes. Hoes are headaches and make masculinity great again. There you go, child.
And I'm like, you're going to off yourself. You're going to off the child as well. I don't know. Whatever. I just want to read these. I think that's hard for people to understand. But for me in my head, when someone is threatened to our child multiple times, when they've threatened multiple abortions and changed their mind, when they've changed their mind about having a kid, have never really intimated to you that they wanted to keep the child for the entirety of the pregnancy.
I mean, and you said initially that he wanted the baby, but so you really had him on this, like, seesaw effect. Like, if you don't have this baby, we never had this baby. So I can imagine that emotional toll on bro. So why the flip flop so much?
Yeah, I honestly empathize with him. I saw I did see how much Abba was wanting the baby, and I empathized with that. And I also was thinking about.
Wait, she admits it. Oh, that sucks. That girl, I'm looking back to the streets. This woman, oh my God, Livy, I'm glad you're not here today, because if you were, this would have been a problem. She said, I saw how much he wanted. All this time, I've been operating under the assumption that Abba kind of wanted her to have an abortion.
Because you suggested.
No, initially he said he would have the kid. Am I wrong, y'all? I believe with all this foolishness, he initially said he wanted to have the kid. And then she started talking about, I don't know, because I'm a Christian, even though we know how Christians get down. Woof, woof, if y'all remember, okay? Remember, for those that was over on FDNHT when Trent and RBM was talking? Yeah, LBFM. This is not a bad thing. Shout out to Abba. He was getting that box. This was that. Remember the dog collar, of which I got to go find one. The dog collar, blah, 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 blah. And you have sex however you want to, child. We don't care. But y'all wanted to bring it out here? We gonna talk about it. But then it's like, oh, how could Abba say all this? He defended himself against her. So she can say whatever she wants and he should shut the fuck up. I thought that's not what y'all wanted. I thought that's what y'all spoke against, Sassy Straights. I thought that's what y'all spoke against. And I'm not saying y'all necessarily, but some of y'all, okay? All that shit just goes out the window. Why? Because she looked like Sneeko?
The abortion first, right? It came from you. Why did you want to have the abortion in the first place? Why did you even come up with that idea?
Yeah, the only answer to this is just my human response. And the abortions, did you still want to know the answer for that one?
Yeah.
I had the 4 abortion appointments total, right? Which was the one he came to. And then the 2 after that. And then the one after.
So she had a total of 6?
For Montreal, but it wasn't 9, and it was all within like that month because I was trying to decide what to do.
It is very difficult to feel like this person wants a child at all. But in my head, I'm really not in a good mental space.
This person does not want a child, and I don't think that there was one. That's my opinion. She wanted to manipulate you. She was manipulating you, and you were under the "you not gonna tell me, I'ma tell you," which clearly is for all women and not just USA women.
Obviously, I'm broken by a lot of the changing of the minds and her constantly sending me off to a different world every time she threatens self-harm. So after we end the relationship, everyone says, how you crashed out? You started losing your mind after she broke up with you and she said she was keeping the baby. I was blindsided. I was definitely hurt. I was upset. I was upset because this person had convinced me to stay in a relationship when I thought we weren't compatible and I should have left. And she keeps me roped in using self-harm. This person had put me through the ringer. And yeah, I definitely felt betrayed because she never told me that she wanted to keep the baby until the moment she ended. Now, did I crash out? No. Literally, when she told me that, I said, okay. And that was all. She then reaches out to me to want to figure things out. Now, mind you, I'm still reeling for things. I'm emotional, but I just tell her very calmly, there's nothing that's happening, and they're in the text. I'm not interested. If you change your mind now again, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved. And I go on to say, you've already cut me out so many times. Do you want to do this on your own like you always said you would? Go ahead. And she says, fine, I will. She says that she's going to do it on her own. And I say to her, stop contacting me. So I reference the fact that she'd cut me out of the pregnancy arbitrarily. December 17th, which is well before the end of our relationship. I write to her, she says, you have a say. And I say, I really don't. This is just like the night you told me I'm out of the pregnancy. So there's been 2 different incidents in which arbitrarily she'll make a decision and she says, I have no involvement, no say. So I want you to understand that trying to negotiate with someone who can so easily tell you that doesn't make you feel like you can really negotiate or work with this person when they can so willy-nilly tell you you're out. And I go and say, just so we're clear, if after changing your mind for the 10th time, you decide to have it, I will not be involved. We will cease to talk then. Then don't be, she goes on to say. Understood. And she's already told me that I was not going to be involved in the pregnancy multiple times on a whim. So then I'm just at a point where I'm like, I'm done. You're not going to hold this thing over me and keep me in this relationship with this pregnancy. Okay, so now there's the recorded call that she had. So this is, I believe, January 10th. So this is right after the breakup, okay? I've cut contact. I'm ready to move on with my life. I'm sure there's going to be financial obligations. I'm ready to sue them. She knows that as well. But she now wants to have a whole different setup. She goes on and begins contacting me incessantly. I haven't yelled at her. I haven't said anything crazy. I just said, don't contact me anymore. I'm moving on. She begins blackmailing me. She contacts everybody. She contacts my work. She contacts a bunch of YouTubers I actually know. Contacts the ops, sends me from different numbers, all these different pictures. So you guys know this part. And all I keep saying to her is, stop contacting me. She was emailing.
So y'all think that's normal? So y'all think that that's normal for all the believers and all the faith in Libby? that you go and just start contacting random people on YouTube, which is basically his work, his job. I don't know if he has a real job because I don't give a fuck and ain't none of my business. And then she goes and starts contacting people to try to get this rally up. What is the point? To get this rally of people to just hate Abba or to stop listening to Abba and preach or to just get people on her side. And y'all think that's normal? And y'all think that makes sense? And y'all think that she's the person, a complete and utter out of the blue scorned woman that people should be listening to, and they are, mind you, which is fine. And then you're gonna go, oh, I hate Abba and preach. Well, fuck it then. I don't think it's making a bit of difference to their bottom damn line, while she continues to go up and up and up over here on this platform that's like 1,100 or so last I saw, and continues to go up and up and up. So y'all want to go ahead and give her a platform and give her money, which is fine if that's what you want to do, all on some shit that y'all say that you don't agree with when it's any other bitch, when it's any other biatch. That's usually what the biatches do, but there's a lot of men that are going along with this where I got to look at y'all and say, oh, so y'all full of shit. So this is what the fuck y'all, I mean, nobody knows anything, right? Because everybody is whoever they are in real life. This is just the internet. But child, you can tell who the fuck you are outside of the internet. So really you just on here because you hate women at the end of the day. And then when you get off of here, any woman can say and do whatever while you on here preaching simp, S-I-M-P. And then you get up off this internet and you become the exact same thing that you was up here running off at the mouth about, S-I-M-P. Y'all telling on yourselves too. Some of y'all, not a lot of y'all, and then everybody else. Telling on yourselves, child. Telling on yourselves.
YouTubers. She claimed she only emailed 3. She emailed way more. She was sending people pictures of my home. She had claimed that I was forcing her to have an abortion. Forcing?
I wasn't planning this for a long time. The catalyst to me wanting to come out was April.
Now, we ended our relationship in January. I want you guys to pay attention. She says April is when she started this whole thing. It says, hi, I'm contacting you on behalf of my friend who's dating Eva. She wanted to know.
So this sounds normal. Let me see. Humble these hoes. Hoes are headaches. Make masculinity great again. Thank you, Smell the Roses is up in here. I appreciate you for the jewels, boo. Like this, I'm a masculinist. Humble these hoes. So all that goes out the window because Libby said something, child? Okay.
If she can get your advice and understand why Abba forced her to get an abortion. Do you understand how illegal that is to force someone to have an abortion?
Not only that, just reaching out to all these different people. That sounds normal. That makes sense. That drive people to come onto your side for what reason again? Okay. Believe all women, child. Y'all might as well, not y'all, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might as well get the hashtag me too, like Night J said earlier, and believe all women hashtag, and just put that on your thing here, because clearly that's what y'all do. Clearly that's what y'all believe in, regardless of what you be saying when you up here in various chats, including this one.
Never happened. That never happened. I also want you to think, one thing that's always very tough for me, the breakup happens. She tells me she's going to handle it by herself. Maybe she's upset. She's feeling all things. She's changing her mind. She's changed her mind a lot throughout the relationship. I've obviously grieving. I feel a lot of pain from everything. I can understand things are messy. Cool. Why was her response to go straight to blackmail, to go straight to contacting the ops, to go straight to emailing YouTubers before we even had that call? Within 24.
You know what? All right. I'm going to have to land right here because I got to get ready for work. He just said contact the ops, which reminds me of the show last night from Kofa. If y'all didn't see, y'all make sure you go not only subscribe to Kofa, but watch the show from last night. And they have another show coming on tonight with on RBN's channel. He just said contact the ops. Kofa spoke last night about a situation, a story that I didn't get to. I will get to it, where a rapper somewhere was doing things he had no business doing, of course, and he had a girlfriend, of course, because they always do, and always ready to have somebody's baby. And then she allegedly contacted the police in order to try to take him down for whatever it is that he was doing illegally, because she knew everything, right? So the woman always gets left out of those equations. But she was the catalyst. She was okay with the life when she met him. She was okay with the life when she was fucking him. She was okay with the life when she was having his baby. It was all good in the hood. Now, I don't know what went wrong, but what she decided to do, allegedly, based on the story last night, is go to the police. Which, if you dealing with a dude from the street in a GANG, that's probably not the best move. He had already been to jail before. And once he found out that that's what she was going to do, and he went, he took her out, and he took himself out too. The situation with Julio Fulio, which I just found out because I told y'all I wasn't even trying to file that story, but you know, sweat equity and all. The catalyst for that shit, from what I understand, for what they did, is from a biatch. She allegedly got them or maneuvered them in order to do that. And she ended up, I believe, turning state's evidence. And so she got time, but not as much as the rest of them. She gets to get out. They're in for life. I'm not disagreeing with the verdict and the sentencing, but notice how we wasn't hearing so much about her part and what she did and what she contributed. Then I just saw another case. It just left my brain real quick, but it was another case of, there was a woman behind the scenes that the thing in Liberty City. I'm not saying she wanted it to turn out that way, but the lady that was getting her head knocked between the washer and the dryer, and everybody already knew because that's what she wanted, that's what she liked, that's what she did. And I said 55 million in one times. Do not get yourselves involved with that situation, because you just gonna get yourself in a situation that's gonna make your life worse for somebody that's gonna go back to that person. And then she called her brothers to come and handle him. And they did. And then he came back. He took them out. He on his way to jail. She's still out here on the damn streets. So I guess some of those situations you may have heard of, some of them not. But you've at least heard of one because I've talked about it. So forget all that. And now all of a sudden in this situation with this woman who was just shown as a liar by Themis, I believe his name is, besides the fact that none of this makes sense, besides the fact that this is your personal relationship business, now all of a sudden y'all want to believe this biatch. She calling the ops, she reaching out to people on YouTube, and that makes sense? That sounds like it makes sense. That sounds like a sane thing to do. Well, so everybody forget everything y'all been saying now because it's abba dabba do. Y'all gonna believe what this random woman who's just bringing her business and personal relationship to the internet this time. And now she's the one that's the wronged party and she's right. Miss me with the two things can be true at the same time. What is the biggest problem with all of this? The fact that there is another manipulative biatch up here trying to manipulate, and the start and the catalyst of it was her bringing this shit to the internet. I'm gonna land the plane there because I got to get to work today, but I appreciate y'all who came in here. Shout out to Miss Smelling Roses. Mrs. Smelling Roses being a member for 3 months. I appreciate you, boo. She says, become a messy member. Y'all, she gives the best live shows. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. Y'all make sure you subscribe to Mrs. Smell the Roses. I think, are you on Untouchable? It seems like you might be an untouchable, Mr. Smell the Rosie. But all good in the hood. Shout out to Fatty. Shout out to y'all. I see you. I appreciate you. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Share the content. Make sure you comment. I see you all in the next one.